Beards, Books, and Bourbon is a spoiler-rich environment. If you haven't read or listened to this book, then you should probably go ahead and do that, because we're going to talk about it, and we're going to say all the stuff that you don't want us to say. So go back and read it, or listen to it on audiobook, and then come back and listen to us. Thanks so much, and enjoy the show.
Welcome back to Beards, Books, and Bourbon. I am Steven.
I am Matt.
And we are here in our...
Oh, yeah.
We are here in our garage studio on a very pleasant evening here. The fire is going, the pickles are here, a few snacks are out on the table. We've got a couple bourbons to try tonight. But it is quite a pleasant evening, end of July, first day of August, in fact.
First day of August.
I've got a sweatshirt on tonight because it's a little bit of a...
Yeah. I changed out of shorts and a t-shirt into long pants and a flannel shirt.
That's right. What's more important at this evening's table is that my good friend and colleague and co-host has no beard.
Why? Why would you tell them that, Stephen? Dagnabbit. It was for an anniversary present.
And a very sweet anniversary present to his lovely wife.
And now it's growing back.
Yes.
That's right.
So we will not show... I threatened to TikTok.
I'm going to inject myself with some human growth hormone to make it grow faster.
Get right.
That's right.
You'll be Gandalf by the end of next week. Yes,
exactly.
Right? But I threatened to TikTok, but we're gonna spare him.
No TikTok.
Spare him the...
or maybe some salted pork.
Inhumane visual video. But you look good. You're a striking gentleman.
I look terrible. I look like I have some terminal illness.
I think I have. I've had my beard long enough now where, and maybe I'm at that age now too, where I probably won't go back to not having one.
Mm-mm.
I mean, at some point in my life, I had done it back and forth. You know, kind of when you're younger in your 20s, you go back and forth. Like you have it for a month, and you shave it for a month, and you have it for a month. Yeah. You know, and then I had a goatee for a while, and I got rid of that.
Me too.
Yeah. You know, and then now it's like this was a pandemic. This was 2020, right? So we're going on 5 years now, going into year 6, I guess, for me.
Yeah.
You a lot longer.
I mean, I basically had a beard for like the last 25 years.
Yeah.
I shaved it off for our 10th anniversary, and I shaved it off for our 20th.
Yeah. Yep. And here we are.
And here we are. And the only difference between the 10th and the 20th is the turkey waddle that has appeared underneath my neck.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to your 50s, where everything starts to sag.
Right. Everything goes.
Everything goes.
Gravity finally takes its toll.
Thank you, gravity.
Oh, my gosh.
You bastard.
Well, we have a winner of a book tonight. Both you and I love this one. It has adventure in it. It has slaughter in it. It has humor in it. It has great characters.
It has really dirty humor in it.
And a little bit of dirty humor in it. And quite a story arc, which we will talk about.
Mm-hmm.
We are reviewing this evening The Devils by Joe Abercrombie.
Who's kind of like the grandpappy of Grimdark.
But yeah, for sure. I'll be honest with you. I have not read any of his other stuff.
Oh, I love his other stuff.
And I should delve into it. It's just an author I have not explored yet. And I will definitely go and hit some of those books.
Joe Abercrombie has a very distinct voice.
Yeah.
And so if you liked the writing style of The Devils,
Yeah.
The Devils, I felt, was a little more tongue-in-cheek than some of the other novels that I've read by him.
Yeah.
But it's that same writing style. It's that same wry sense of humor.
Sense of humor there.
Absolutely.
And this one is recent, right? This one was published in the spring of 25, I think?
Yeah, this is new.
I believe so. This is a new book.
Yeah.
Out there. And it's very enjoyable. We enjoyed it very much. How about our bourbon for this evening that we are featuring? And you are going to be calling this distillery and letting them know when this episode comes out. because
Yeah,
You had a special little visit as part of your anniversary trip.
I was away for my anniversary, and we were in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin.
Yes.
And I'll talk more about the distillery when we
tell
get
a
to the
little
main
story
part.
there,
But so tonight's bourbon is Geneva Lake Distilling, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin bourbon whiskey, 45% alcohol by volume, 90 proof. And we'll talk more about that later.
So let's set the scene here for The Devils by Joe Abercrombie. We are in Europe.
We are,
And I
but
would
it's
say-
not really.
No, it's not.
It's
There
very
are,
much alternate Earth.
It is alternate Earth. It's alternate Europe,
Yes.
although there are some distinct similarities.
I feel like Alt Europe is a goth club in Germany.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
But it has
Little
it has
Bauhaus.
elements. It has elements of Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Namely, we are introduced to the Vatican.
Yeah.
Right. The Holy City.
Mm-hmm.
Is it referred to? It's not. Is it referred to as Rome? I can't remember now. I don't think so.
Hmm?
Is it referred to as Rome? Are they in Rome? Is that ever mentioned or no? I think they're just mentioned. I don't think. I think it's just.
I think they just call it the Holy City.
I think so. I think they just call it the Holy
They
City.
just call it the Holy City.
Yeah, I think they just call it the Holy City.
Mm-hmm.
And so we are in Europe, or a pseudo-Europe, is where we're introduced to the characters.
Yeah.
And the story arc is going to be a voyage. It's going to be a traveling. We can assume that we're in this Europe, this pseudo-Europe, probably right around the same time as roughly the Crusades-ish.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit later.
It's after.
Yeah.
It's after the Crusades.
Yes, but it's not modern times, right?
Yeah.
It's not modern era. We're not dealing with cell phones and cell towers and all that kind of stuff,
Right.
right? And so we are embarking or about to embark on a voyage, which we'll get to in a moment. When our principal character is introduced, Brother Eduardo Diaz,
Yes. Brother Eduardo Diaz.
who is a monk, a very humble monk. In fact, I think I mentioned to you that he sounded like who's the guy from the Vincent Price movies, the short guy with the bulgy eyes.
Don't talk to me about being haunted. Just pour me some more wine.
Peter, right?
Peter Lorre.
Peter Lorre.
Peter
Right.
Lorre.
So there's the voicing, the narrator,
Mhm.
who I will pull up in a moment here. But the narrator does a really great job, and it gives me a really, really Peter Lorre vibe. Very humble monk, a dutiful monk. And he was assigned to lead, he was called in, summoned, in fact, from his monastery.
Yeah.
To the Holy City. To visit, he was summoned by the cardinals to visit with the Pope. And it is referred to as a Pope. So we have these elements of what we know to be Europe. But Abercrombie sets it in a space that is slightly different. So there are a few things that are not quite the same, right?
Right.
Namely the Pope.
Right.
Who is a young child.
The Pope is a 10-year-old girl
10-year-old girl.
who,
Your Holiness.
yes, and she's a 10-year-old girl.
She's a 10-year-old girl. So he is summoned to meet with her by the cardinal, of course,
And when
Zizka.
she lays a holy,
Yes.
kind of like a curse, it's magic. It's a binding, a holy binding.
Yes.
She's just like, boop, you're bound.
Yep.
Like, you'll come back to me when you're done.
That's right.
And that's it.
It's exactly what Mark just said. It's like a boop on the nose.
Boop.
That you would give to your pet dog.
That's right.
Boopy doop. You are bound. And it is a magical binding.
Indeed.
If you, as the characters go on their voyage, especially a particular one, in fact, when we get to that, if you try to break that binding or resist that binding, you have some type of a reaction to it.
Yeah.
And one of the characters just had violent reactions, digestive reactions.
Yes.
Vomiting,
That would be
diarrhea.
Balthazar.
But Brother Diaz is summoned.
I am a magician.
Yeah, but he throws up and vomits every time he tries to go get.
Well, anytime he thinks about trying to escape,
right,
that's what happens.
He vomits.
He has a visceral reaction to it.
And so Brother Diaz is summoned, and Cardinal Zizka is a powerful cardinal. So we have, in that character, or in that setting, we have what appears to be the Vatican.
Yeah.
It is called the Holy City. Again, Mark has mentioned, and this is true, it's not mentioned in there as the Vatican, but it is the seat of the Pope.
Right.
And we have, and I should set the story a little bit here, too.
Kind of like a fine velvet cushion. It's the seat of the Pope.
It's the seat of the Pope. We have a fissure between the two churches, which is very, very historical for us as well.
Right.
Between the Western Church and the Eastern Church.
Right. It's kind of like Eastern Orthodox with the patriarch.
Right. Which still exists in this story. It's kind of the basis for the story itself. And then there's also another piece to it in terms of trying to be able to bring those two spaces back together. But upon his arrival in the Holy City, he is...
and don't forget that the Jesus figure is not a man.
A man.
The Jesus figure is a woman.
Is a woman.
Who was crucified.
Right.
But not on a...
cross.
Not on a cross. It was on an X.
On a circle.
On a circle. There. On a wheel. Is it a wheel or is it a circle, Stephen?
It's a circle.
It's a wheel.
It is a wheel.
It's a circle.
She must have rolled along, right?
She did.
The Jesus on the bus goes round and round, round and round. Well, then we've lost our Catholic listeners here.
Good night, everybody. Oh, boy. Okay.
But what's interesting, too, and by way of this, then he is assigned to the chapel of the Holy Expediency.
Yes.
That is the name of the piece, the arm, the organization, whatever you want to call it. That's part of the Holy City, part of the so-called Vatican.
It's basically the Inquisition.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Or it's a combination. Well, it's a combination of the Inquisition and the Knights Templars.
That's right.
It's the MI6.
That's right.
Of the
Church, Holy City.
Of the Holy City. Yes.
Right. However, he's assigned as the new prefect or the new abbot, I guess he would be, right?
Right.
Of this particular piece to the Holy City, to the Vatican. Because previous leaders have not been able to maintain any control over the individuals who are part of this chapel of the Holy Expediency.
Right.
Right. Hence the name of the book.
Yes, the devils.
They are the devils.
Because sometimes when you have to deal with evil, you have to use evil to do it.
That's right.
At least that's their thinking.
Right. So the whole theme here that starts to, and we'll introduce some of the other characters in a minute here, but the piece that's really fascinating about this book, and that I enjoyed the most, is this idea of a journey. Because ultimately what they are doing, and we're going to introduce the other main character momentarily here as well, whose name is Alex. Her name is Alexia Pyrogenitus, is what it becomes, right? As the story progresses, we become aware that she is a princess, a found princess. We should not delve too far into this because this is a recent publication. Right, spring of 2025. So you should probably read the book.
Right.
Get yourself a little knowledge of where she comes from.
But I mean, that happens fairly quickly in the beginning of the book.
It does. She's a street thief
who finds out, it's the ultimate fairy tale, She's a street rat who finds out that she's actually royalty.
Right.
And she's the long-lost daughter of the dead empress who was usurped by her younger sister, and now her uncle has come out of the woodwork to find Alex and take her back to the Eastern Empire and place her on the throne as the new empress,
which will hopefully then cause a reconciliation between the East and the West.
Yes.
Okay, kind of a classic dual religious story of how to bring two peoples and two cultures
That's
back
right.
together.
And then Richard Gere will show up and they'll get married.
That's right, in a white limousine.
And then she will become a lawyer who memorizes everybody's stuff. I'm sorry, I'm just going through Julia Roberts' movies.
You are. I was going to say, what's next? And then,
Yeah.
Yes.
But she gets cold feet and she runs away.
That's right.
Often. Wait, no, that's Runaway Bride. Never mind. It's more Julia Roberts.
Yeah,
I'm still stuck on Julia Roberts. I don't know what's going on.
That's okay.
Okay, it's
But
fine.
then flies into a thing. Wasn't she in Peter Pan?
Oh, she was in a...
Wasn't she Tinkerbell?
Oh, God. Yes.
Hook.
I think so. Yes.
Wasn't she in Hook?
I think so. Rufio.
That's the only thing that comes out for you on that one, doesn't it?
God. Dustin Hoffman is Captain Hook.
As Captain Hook, yeah.
Oh.
It was kind of poorly cast.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah, he had other things that he was much better at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Tootsie.
Like Tootsie. Yeah.
Which is really good.
Oh, boy.
So, Brother Diaz is assigned to the Chapel of the Holy Expediency with the intent of providing protection and guidance to Alex as she travels to the east.
Right.
Okay. They're using her. They're using them.
Why, Brother Rufio? That's right. Stuck on it now. Rufio. Why Brother Diaz was assigned to the Department of Expediency doesn't really make sense.
No, it doesn't.
At least not until much, much later.
I think we share it.
Well, I mean, he's just not qualified.
No.
Not at all.
No.
He's kind of a low-level sycophant.
He's a low-level, dutiful...
librarian.
Kind of librarian monk.
Who's trying to get the next promotion.
Yes.
Because he's tired of being a librarian monk. Who only joined the priesthood in the first place because...
of a past... transgression.
Transgression of some kind, and basically his family said, get out. And, he's like the worst pick.
Yeah.
But
also good.
He's good.
And I think he grows on the trip.
Well, I think they all do.
Oh, they do.
This is a classic story arc where
very much so.
Where you have a bunch of, well,
essentially a bunch of misfits.
A bunch of misfits going on a hero's journey, all developed in one way or another. Yeah. And some of them rise and some of them ultimately fall.
I would think all of them rise in certain aspects. I think they all rise to a certain level.
Yeah.
Right? Or they all have some type of development.
Yeah.
But to Mark's point then, too, we have to consider this story arc as one of a group journey where they all must depend on each other, and they all are from different walks of life, and they all have a different type of something that has happened in their life, or some type of transformation, or whatever. Some type of power.
Right.
There's some type of creature, for example.
Right.
And the journey is one where they are set to protect Alex as she goes to assume her throne.
And you're one of the top 3, maybe top 2 necromancers in all of Europe.
Right. So let's go through the character list, right? So we've got Brother Diaz, we've got Alex, who is the heir apparent to the throne.
Right. The heir apparent
to the serpent throne.
Right.
Way.
Yes.
In the east. So her royal name goes from Alex, Princess Alexia Pyrogenitus.
Yes.
And if you read the book, you will get the really fascinating story for how the Pyrogenitus comes into play in terms of her name, which is important.
Right. Which is different from Python Genesis.
Correct.
Because that could go in wrong directions.
It could go several directions, especially with the werewolf.
Like, if the band Genesis were they were all snakes. Mm-hmm. Python Genesis. Exactly. That's all that it could mean.
You can feel it coming in the air tonight.
Isn't that just Phil by himself?
My snake.
Do 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 do.
One of the best drum riffs out there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
Jacob of Thorn.
Jacob of Thorn was a dirty old dude who...
He was what do you call it? A Templar Knight.
He was a Templar
Knight, but he is now immortal.
He is.
He cannot die.
It doesn't mean that he heals very well.
No.
Doesn't mean that he doesn't get older. It just means that he can't die.
Right.
So, it sucks for him.
That's right.
Imagine being like 150, but your body still ages and you cannot die.
Correct.
Or, 400, or 700, or...
Well, he's
900 years old you be?
He's in constant pain.
Right.
Frankie, you would be.
Oh, my God. we have Viga Ulasdatter,
Yes.
a Scandinavian werewolf.
Yes!
My favorite character in the whole book.
I think everyone's favorite character in the whole book.
My favorite character, just the way that the narrator...
Who has the word danger
voice it.
tattooed on her butt.
Well, across all of her body
Yes.
are tattooed warnings.
Right, in every language.
In every language possible.
In every symbol.
Right. Every symbol you could think of. All this kind of
So
stuff.
everybody knows that she's dangerous and an outcast and cursed.
Right.
And
Let me see. I got to find the narrator here. It was narrated by Stephen Pacey.
yes.
Does a great job voicing Viga.
Voicing all of them. Are you kidding
voicing
me?
all of them, but Viga in particular, because she's a werewolf with a Scandinavian accent that reminds me of my aunt.
Huh.
She'll transform.
Considering the stuff that Viga says,
Well, yeah,
that's disturbing.
It's disturbing. But she'll come on, she'll be like, "What do you want? I come here for you," or whatever,
Right.
But, however, the werewolf.
Oh, look, that is the two men I slept with last night. They're coming back for more. Wait, why are they drawing their swords?
She is a violent woman.
Mm-hmm.
Like
She's violent all around.
very much so. But like the descriptions of the killing that she causes.
Yeah.
As a werewolf when she transforms, and it's very hard for her too because she seems to know that this is what she is.
Yes.
And is devastated that this is what she is. But when she transforms and starts killing, there's nobody that can really escape.
Right. The only thing that she cares about is finding the good meat.
The good meat.
The good meat.
Is that the good meat, or where am I? That was the bad meat. I didn't like the bad meat.
I didn't like the bad meat.
Sunny, an elf,
who all of humanity is at war with.
Correct.
Not just Sunny by herself, but all elves.
All elves. She can become invisible.
Yes.
So that's her.
Apparently, elves like to eat humans.
Apparently.
And they've made some type of like a blood vow that they will eat all humans.
But not Sunny.
Not Sunny.
Sunny is a pacifist.
Right. Well, Sunny was raised in the human world.
Yes. And traumatized by that.
Yes.
Right. I mean, her journey is one of emotions, I think. Right.
Yes.
And she becomes very, very, very close to elves, to
Yes.
Princess Alexia.
Very, very close, Stephen. So close.
So we have a werewolf, a Templar knight, an elf, which leads us to the necromancer himself, Balthazar Sham Ivam Draxi.
Is it Ivan or Iban?
Ivam.
Ivan.
I-V-A-M.
Balthazar Sham Iban
Draxi.
Draxi.
He is a necromancer. He is a wizard of the dead. But he insists that people refer to him as a musician.
Not a musician.
A magician.
As a magician.
I haven't had much bourbon.
Everybody calls him a sorcerer.
A sorcerer.
And he goes, I'm not a sorcerer.
Right, or a wizard.
I'm a magician.
I am the third best necromancer in Europe.
Maybe second.
Maybe second. Depending on who you ask.
Depending on who you ask.
Right?
I think one of the things that's so great about him is that he's so arrogant, and yet he places qualifiers on almost everything that he says.
Yes.
It's like he's arrogant and yet he's insecure all at the same time.
Very much. Now, mind you, all of these people, like all of these characters, they've been confined in the Holy City. They're
prisoners.
They're prisoners. Right?
They have been tried and sentenced for their crimes.
That's correct.
And they are basically in magical jail.
In the Holy City, yeah.
In the Holy City. In the dungeons of the Holy City.
Yep.
When we first meet Balthazar, he is buck naked and chained inside his cell so that he can't write anything, make any gestures.
That's right.
I think like isn't he gagged as well? So like he can't even speak.
That's right.
So he can't say any magical words.
Well, the werewolf, Viga, is inside a cage.
Inside of a box.
Inside of a box, inside of a cage.
Yes. It says, do not open.
Yes. Right?
Yes.
It's fantastic character building.
I love how, what's her name? Jack of all trades.
Baptiste.
Baptiste. I love how Baptiste always has a story for something that she's done in the past.
Yes.
It's like, look at the artwork on the walls. You know, I spent several years as a model.
So Baptiste is a.
I was ambassador to the King of Spain.
What is she? Is she a creature? She's not a creature. No, she's like a pirate, right? Or like a.
She's not a prisoner. She works for the Holy City.
That's right. She's like a scout, like a.
Right.
Yeah.
She's a jack of all trades. She can basically do everything.
Yeah.
She has done everything, and therefore she can do everything.
Yes.
So, like,
and our final character.
So Jacob of Thorn is, he's not a prisoner, but he is serving his own penance.
Right.
Baptiste is not a prisoner; she's essentially an employee, and Brother Diaz is not a prisoner.
An employee, yeah.
But the rest of them are, and we have not talked about the Count.
Baron.
The Baron.
Baron Ricard.
Baron Ricard. Baron Ricard might be my favorite character.
I
love Viga a lot.
I do like Baron. So he's an old.
He's a vampire.
Vampire.
He's an old, bloodthirsty vampire. Literally bloodthirsty because they won't let him drink any blood.
He's right. So they won't let him drink.
He keeps aging. He's like over 100. He looks like he's like over 100 years old.
Yeah. Covered
in dust and about ready to just turn into it.
But as the journey progresses and he's able to drink, he gets younger.
Yes, he gets younger and younger and younger, and the younger he gets, the more powerful he becomes.
Yes.
And he exudes this charisma that kind of puts everybody around him into a stupor.
Right.
And then when he actually exerts his power, it's the greatest thing ever. Because he can enchant people to do whatever he wants them to do.
That's right.
All he has to do is tell them a story.
That's
he
right.
could tell any story. And the story that he picks is the story about his wife's dumplings. And talks about how she made the dough, what kinds of spices she used.
Brother Diaz is at one point in one of the
yes,
he's like, "Will you tell me more about the dumplings?"
Yes, I must know. Yeah. I must know what was in the dough. What kind of oil did she use? Tell me.
It's brilliant. I love it. I love it. So the character points there. Those are the characters. Those are your journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to get to if we talk. Baron Ricard, I think, is the most stable of all the characters.
Yes.
Which you classically are. You find that classically in the character of a vampire.
Well,
right.
Baron Ricard also is kind of these. He's the Deus ex machina.
Yes.
When the party gets into positions that they can't possibly get out of,
right?
Where this is the end. We haven't heard from him in like 3 chapters, and all of a sudden Baron shows up and he gets everybody out of trouble.
Right.
Which is why, at some point in the story, when something happens, when the Baron's like, "Oh God, no!" you know that they are really in trouble.
Right. Then you're in bad trouble. Yeah.
What are you doing? I do love, that's one of the things that I like so much about Baron Ricard is that Baron Ricard is kind of like, he's kind of like the Gandalf figure.
Yes.
In the story.
Very much so.
Right?
Very much so.
He's
a sage.
Or to use Dragonlance. He's Fizban the Fabulous.
Fizban the Fabulous.
Yes. Fizban the Fabulous.
Yes, indeed.
What was that spell? Oh, right. Fireball. No!
How are we doing on time? Do we need to introduce the bourbon?
27 minutes, 28 minutes.
Okay, let's do a theme first, and then we'll go back to the bourbon.
Yes, do a theme.
Yeah. So one of the themes I think we can talk about, and you and I talked about this during our pre-show sip of this evening's bourbon.
Yes.
Is kind of this idea of the journey. Also the idea of the mismatched pairing of this group of sojourners.
Oh, yeah.
Right? It's like a found family.
Nice word. Point. Sojourner. Nicely done.
It's like a found family.
Yes.
Right? Each of them, whether prisoner or not, is essentially paying for something in their lives.
Oh, absolutely.
Has some type of seeking some type of redemption, seeking some type of forgiveness.
Yeah, they all have a penance to pay. They
have some type of penance to pay, right? If Alex is a thief, a street thief, who suddenly finds herself on the road to royalty.
Although, honestly, I can't think of what Baptiste's penances.
No, I don't think. I'm not sure.
I feel like Baptiste is just there to help out.
Maybe she's just there to help out, but I think maybe it's just a function of, I don't know. She kind of a loner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, it might not necessarily be a penance to pay as much as it is.
She has done everything, and this is something that she hasn't done yet.
Right, and there she is. So they schlep
Except
her
she
along.
keeps saying that she should have quit after Barcelona.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I mean, I would quit after Barcelona.
Clearly.
Would you quit after Barcelona?
I would quit after Barcelona.
Exactly. I mean...
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
Baptiste.
That's true.
Did not.
Did not.
We're quitters, Mark. We are quitters. That's okay.
Well, I don't know how to quit you, Stephen.
No.
If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. If being right means being without you, Stephen.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
But so the arc of the story takes them on this journey to her throne.
Yes.
But there are some minor characters, some supporting characters that are going to come into play, namely cousins of hers that are related from the dead empress, that are certainly going to try and stop her in her journey.
They remind me of the Three Little Pigs in reverse.
Yes.
You know, they're all villains.
That's right.
And
that's right.
You know, or like the Billy Goat's gruff. Like each Billy Goat that comes along gets bigger each time, right? And it's like they're a set of semi-inept villains who are really good at one particular thing, but it means that they have a number of glaringly large flaws that you can use to exploit to defeat them. But each one gets progressively tougher than the last one.
It's like the final boss.
Yeah, exactly.
In Super Mario.
Yeah. It's the final boss battle.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And they are each going to try and stop her.
Right.
I mean, that is a classic hero journey.
Because they want to claim the throne for themselves.
Right. And they either don't believe that she is the rightful heir, something is fishy going on.
Right.
Or what have you.
Or they just don't care. They just want the throne.
That's okay. They want the throne and they're going to get rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. So each step along the way, there is a different battle. There is a different test.
Yes.
So to speak.
It's kind of like Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
It seems like it, doesn't it?
I love that movie.
I don't know.
That's a great movie.
That one. I think I have.
Really? Oh, gosh.
Pretty sure I have.
You have to watch that. It's a great movie. It's so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Want to introduce the bourbon? Then we'll come back to a couple other themes.
Yes. Let's do that. So this is tonight's bourbon is Bourbon Whiskey, brought to you by Geneva Lakes Distilling, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. 45% alcohol by volume, 90 proof, aged a minimum of 6 months. I know some of you are going, what? But trust us. Here on the back of the bottle it says Geneva Lake Distilling is a micro distillery. Each spirit we offer is handcrafted in small batches. This hands-on approach ensures that each bottle contains only the best we can create.
Yes.
Mila says, life's too short to stay on the beach. Dive in. Mila is a picture of a woman on the front of the bottle who's in a bikini, and she's clearly doing a cannonball into something.
That is...
Looks like she might be doing a cannonball into the bourbon, quite honestly.
Oh, there you go.
And this is distilled and bottled by Geneva Lake Distilling, Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. And I was there. I was actually at the distillery.
Tell the story, please.
I was away for my anniversary, and I was up in Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, and my wife and I were on our way to dinner, and we passed by the place, and I said, "Oh, I have to go check that out tomorrow." And she said, "Oh, great. Just what I want to do for our 20-year wedding anniversary is go check out a distillery.
Of bourbon.
I'm like, yep. So the next day we went, and I got to meet one of the two owners. It's owned and operated by Doug and Kathy Jackson.
Okay.
Doug is a really nice guy. Their tasting room looks exquisite. They have a lot of different bottles there to offer and a lot of different spirits. They also are the owners of Studio Winery, which has been around longer than the distilling company.
Indeed.
So you've got two different places under one roof, all in the same tasting room. Doug is a very nice guy. I'm sure that Kathy is as well.
You didn't get a chance to meet Kathy, though.
I didn't get a chance to meet Kathy. Kathy is the artist and creative director Doug is a musician, a vintner, and a distiller, says here on the business card. And I just, I've been looking for a bourbon that we could really feature here. That's from a micro distillery somewhere in Wisconsin, because there's a lot of them.
Yes.
And I think that we finally found one.
And you said that you would definitely be giving him a call when this episode is released.
Yep. I'm gonna.
So as you listen to this, Doug, thank you for the suggestions and for welcoming Mark into your distillery.
Yes. And the place wasn't even open yet. He sees me walking up to the front door, and he unlocks the door, and he's like, "Can I help you? We don't open for another 45 minutes."
Right.
And I very quickly explained what I was looking to do. And
I'm not a creep.
I'm not a creep. I won't take a lot of your time. I'm just looking to get a bottle of bourbon. I explained about the podcast really quick. And he kind of shrugged his shoulders and said, "Yeah, okay, that's fine." And as the conversation continued on, he finally said, "Oh, so you guys you're legit. You've been doing this for 5 years.
We do a podcast.
Yeah, you actually do a podcast."
Yes,
yes, we do.
Why? Yes, we do.
So, Doug, thanks very much. It was great to meet you. Bartender was fantastic, and I don't remember his name, and I feel bad about that. He was a great guy as well. You have a lovely place, and I think that you have a lovely bourbon as well.
A very tasty bourbon here. Yeah. So let's take a sip.
I get wood and smoke on the nose, and a little bit of caramel, and a little bit of mash.
I get the caramel on the back end and a little bit of mash on the back end too.
Yep.
We're not getting we're on that edge of spice where the burn is not too bad going down. It's on the front end of the lips.
Yep.
Which is a nice little touch there.
When we had our pre-show sip, I think I said peppermint.
Yes, I think so. I think there's spices in there.
Yes,
that are not typical for a bourbon.
Right. Almost like pepper, star anise, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, still very clearly caramel and vanilla.
It's a nice smooth pour, which I like. I enjoy that piece to it.
Do we have ice?
We can get some ice.
Let's pause and get some ice. Let's try that with ice. Because I think it's good straight. It's good sipping whiskey. I think also that it would be good in a cocktail.
I think so too.
Let's try it with ice and see what that does to it also.
Sounds good.
All right, so Stephen has gone and gotten some ice.
With the ice, I get sweeter, which happens frequently for me when we add the ice in there.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, but I still get the spice too.
It's interesting because I told you that while you brought this from Geneva Lakes Distilling today, the day that we're recording this episode, I was traveling in Chicago with my family, just downtown for a little while.
Yeah.
And I found a purveyor of bourbon and spirits down there. They're not a distillery. But it was quite interesting because he let me taste several of the bourbons that they had in stock there, and had a little eyedropper.
For the water?
For the water. I took one without and one with.
Yeah.
And I don't know that we've ever, and maybe this is just our own, I mean, he referred to it as blooming.
Blooming.
The bourbon. With the water.
We've never used that term before.
I have never used that term before, and that might just be our own ignorance of never really discovering that term as we've done.
Right.
But clearly the addition of water of some type is a way to, enhance or change the taste.
Well, so I did
we know that already anyways, but...
Right. So I did go to their website, and it says here that their bourbon is made from locally grown grains. Our mash bill consists of 73% corn, 9% barley, 9% wheat, and 9% rye, aged at least 6 months in new Wisconsin oak. So it's very regionally focused.
Yeah. I love that too. I love that's a local wood.
Well, and I think that it's yes. I think
I got my ready for you anytime you want it.
Look here, I've got some local wood.
I got some local wood to go with
some
the
local
forest.
wood. So okay. 9. I find it interesting that they've got 9% wheat and 9% rye.
Yes. Yeah.
Because if you go higher on the rye to make the the beverage spicier.
Right.
You go higher on the wheat if you want to make it sweeter. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And what they're doing is they're kind of combining both, and they're giving you something where the sweet and the spice are being balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the ice and the water is bringing out a little bit more of that wheat.
Mm-hmm. I would say so. Absolutely.
Yeah. This is a very good pour. I'm enjoying it. I'm glad that we're able to feature it on the show.
Absolutely.
And I'm hoping that perhaps, as we continue to develop our show, I'm hoping that we can.
Well, and I just like being able to support smaller businesses.
That's right. That's right. That's important to us. We do that both.
It's a family-owned business.
That's right.
We
do that both for the authors that we interview, who tend to be, more indie authors, right?
Yep.
And some of these bourbon locations give us an opportunity to highlight distillers that are local in the region.
Absolutely. So thank you, Doug and Kathy.
Yes.
And the bartender whose name I can't remember, but you were awesome.
Well, we honor you all three of you.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So
we will, by the time this episode drops, Mark will have let you know that it's dropping.
That's right. And
please share it with all of your...
The bottle will probably be empty.
Well, please share with all your connections. Kind of spread the word of this, of our podcast. People
That's
who
right.
are into
Tell your friends,
bourbon.
tell your neighbors, tell your patrons.
That's right. And certainly you probably have a lot of people who enjoy books too. So if they're into books, into bourbon, they don't have to have a beard.
That's right.
But if they do, heck, why not?
That's right.
Right.
If they shave theirs off, they probably need a bourbon.
Well,
kind of like I do.
You did yours for a noble cause.
I did. I love you, honey. Yeah. Okay. All right.
But it's coming back.
Coming back. Never again. At least not till another anniversary. Anyway. So 40 minutes.
I think there is also a couple of things that are. So we have this team, this band of sojourners,
kind of like the A-Team
travelers. Yeah, a little bit.
What is Face? Do you think?
I don't know.
Who's Hannibal? I guess Brother Diaz would be Hannibal.
Probably.
Yeah. I love it when a plan comes together.
Face might be the Baron.
I think Viga is Mr. T.
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
Come here, you people. That's not the good meat.
That's not the good meat.
No, I don't know what I'm doing
I've
here.
pitied the fool who is the bad meat.
He's wonderful. I don't know what you want.
I think Baron Rickard would be Murdoch,
maybe
the crazy pilot guy.
Yeah.
Yep. I guess Balthazar would be Face.
Maybe so. Maybe so. That might work.
I don't know. Maybe Rickard would be Face, and Balthazar would be.
I had it flipped that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had it kind of flipped that way.
Yeah. I think
Let's talk about identity a little bit, because I think we've talked about the idea of the travel, the idea of the journey of all of them. Their found family. Each of them is seeking some type of redemption.
And each of them has a secret.
And each of them has a secret, which is part of their identity.
Yes.
Right?
A core piece of who they are.
A core piece of who they are, something that either they are trying to reconcile.
Yes.
Trying to forgive.
Yes.
Trying to battle.
Mm-hmm.
Even erase almost.
Yeah.
I do think, and I don't think we, again, this is a recent novel, so I don't think we're going to go into each of those secrets, but you, the reader, can explore those secrets.
Right.
But I do think the thing that's very important to share is that each of them is
that Jacob really wanted to be a dancer in his youth.
That's right.
Yes. Tap dance, actually.
And the Baron didn't want the blood; he wanted the wine. He really wanted.
That's
the wine.
right. He just wanted the wine.
He just wanted red wine. Just happened to be that he was,
I just wanted the Bordeaux.
I just want the Burgundy. Leave me alone.
My wife's dumpling.
That's the best. And they're all just mesmerized.
Yes.
And quite frankly, as the reader, when he's talking about the dumplings, there, it's like, ooh, I
want dumplings.
Kind of want a dumpling.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Abercrombie. I'm hoping that you've had a positive impact on the dumpling industry in the world.
I know, right?
Yes.
No kidding. Now,
and I think
dumplings are the new French fry.
I think each of the secrets are nothing beyond a secret that most of us have. And I think
It's nothing out of the ordinary.
No.
I've killed plenty of people in my life.
But I think what's a great character development part of this, and 2020 will be after us soon.
That's right.
We'll be on 60 Minutes before you know it.
Exactly. Yes.
Well,
most of them are trying.
Most of them are trying, I should say. But most of them are cognizant of what it is that they're up against.
Yes.
In their own world, and their own personality, and their own psyche.
Yeah.
But the closer they become to each other, there's another part of them that comes out. It's each of them has a certain level of compassion.
Yeah, we start to learn more.
Values a certain friendship that they're developing on this travel.
And they respect different things.
But they respect each other.
Right.
They ultimately respect each other, and they ultimately will protect each other.
Yes. Even Balthazar.
The
third, possibly second greatest necromancer.
Depending on who you talk to.
That's right.
Aha. Our fire is nice and wonderfully crackling this evening.
The fire!
It's a wonderful thing.
But
I also think another part of their identity is a struggle with their self-worth.
Oh, absolutely.
Each of them, quite distinctly, in fact, quite distinctly has very low self-esteem. I would even say that the vampire, right? I mean, one of the creatures out there in mythology that is, always portrayed as an elegant, debonair count that can never be shaken or never be disturbed,
Yes.
But even he himself has self-doubt. Balthazar is reminded constantly that people don't refer to him in the way that he wants to, and he's constantly struggling to reassert his self-identity and constantly repeating his greatness, in Europe and whatnot. Brother Diaz.
And he doesn't respect anybody that he thinks is less powerful than him.
That's right.
He respects power.
That's right.
More than anything else.
That's exactly right. Which becomes part of that end story. Right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I had to get a refill.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
We are refilling, and that'll be the one for the epsisode now, actually.
Yes.
This will be our bourbon for the epsisode, I think. Or something of that nature. So, let's talk a little bit about what happens when they do arrive in the Imperial City, near the Serpent Throne, shall we?
It's very Princess Bride.
Very much so.
Very Princess Bride.
I'm glad you said that because it totally was.
I kept expecting Chris Sarandon to walk into one of the scenes.
Totally.
Yes.
Totally. But the city itself is gorgeous. I mean, there is everything.
Yes.
Sparkling pools, major phalluses, servants galore.
Old hags going...
Right.
Miracle Max going... It'll take a miracle.
Oi.
With Andre the Giant and a Holocaust cloak. Right.
That's right.
That's right.
That was a great movie. I gotta go back and watch that movie again. It's been a while, actually, since I've watched it.
Carrie Elway is saying something about there are very few pairs of perfect breasts in the world. It would be a shame to ruin yours.
Wasn't that Peter Falk? Wasn't that one? Yeah, he was the one that was...
Yeah, he was the grandfather. He was the narrator.
Yeah.
Yes. Princess Buttercup decided she needed to die. And by the way, when did you kill your husband, Mrs. Abernathy? That would have been better if at the end of Princess Bride, if all of a sudden we find out that Fred Savage was actually a murderer.
Was actually the murderer.
Yeah. And Columbo brings him in. Wait, you're not Grandpa. You're Detective Columbo.
Oh, I loved Columbo.
Right?
I loved Columbo.
Right? With that dry wit and that lazy eye.
Oh my God, it was the best. It was one of the classic characters of the 70s. There, it didn't make any difference whether it seemed to be like 105 degrees out in the middle of Los Angeles. He had his
trench coat
on,
and his full suit,
cigar.
Yep,
whole 9 yards.
Yep,
the crazy car with the hound dog.
Well, and the other one that I liked was the original X-Files was Kolchak the Night Stalker.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, remember that?
Yes. That's still on, actually, on MeTV, in fact.
That's right. As it should be.
Yeah.
As it should
and
be.
nestled in between those two, usually there's an episode of
nestled in between
is Kojak.
Oh, I love you, baby. That's
with
right.
Telly Savalas.
Kojak's big bald head is nestled between Kolchak and Columbo. That's horrifying.
I have it right here for you if you just want me to open it.
Dear God.
Oh, God. So in the Imperial City, once they reach the Serpent Throne, the story would progress as you would imagine. But there is definitely some intrigue there towards the end.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right. So and there's again we are going to respect the twist and the plot there.
I suspected most of the twists.
There were a couple things that I weren't quite prepared for.
Two that I wasn't ready for.
Yeah. Which kudos, Mr. Abercrombie. Excellent.
Absolutely.
Well done.
This is well beyond our 200th episode at this point.
Yeah.
This might, when it all drops, this might be 207, 208, 210.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But we have reviewed a lot of books at this point.
We have.
Just officially, we have reviewed. There are books that we never actually did a show on because we were not
recording.
Well, before we were ever started recording. Plus, also there were books that just we didn't think they were great, and so we didn't record about them.
So
we've done a lot.
What's pretty incredible to me is that we read 210 books.
Yeah,
essentially.
Yeah.
Well, not essentially. We have.
Well, not 210. No, because we had the epsisodes too.
We have the epsisodes. We have the theme shows and whatnot. So
right.
So.
But I mean, at the very least, we've done 100.
Oh, yeah.
And it's probably more like 125, 130, something like that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot in 5 years.
That's a lot in 5 years. That's been an enjoyable journey of these two devils here in the garage.
And again, that's the ones that make the show. I mean, you know how I am. I can never stop. So It's like, by the time we record for one book, I've listened to 5 others.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm close behind you.
Yep.
I have a full-blown audible addiction at this point.
You're welcome. I'm glad I could help you.
It's pretty consistent now. I mean, I'm even listening to books that we're not doing on the show just for my own.
Right, exactly.
So, and we're hoping to have, by the time this episode, I don't know, we have another local author that we want to interview. So we'll be working on that, but we may have, that'll be a show after this, I would assume.
Right now, I'm listening to The Staircase in the Woods by Chuck Wendig.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm listening to re-listening to, because I read this a long time ago, The Last Unicorn.
Right. And I did that a while ago.
Yeah. So I think we're going to want to do that one, probably.
Sure. Peter S. Beagle?
It's a good one.
Well, I mean, it's a classic. It's an American classic.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a good one. I enjoy it. How are we doing on time? We'll probably
52.
Land this plane here.
It's time to land the plane.
And we will come back with an epsisode.
Indeed.
Oops. Final thoughts on the book.
Well, Stephen, I have a question for you. No, I'm kidding. I've been doing that a lot.
Yes.
I don't have a question for you.
I'm not answering.
So, this is not my first Joe Abercrombie book. I felt that this one was kind of lighter in tone than some of the others, but still has that signature Joe Abercrombie voice that is critical and dry and honest.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I appreciate about his storytelling is that the characters are honest about their hypocrisies, or at the very least, if they aren't, the narrator is honest about the character's own hypocrisies and flaws and limitations. And I really enjoy that it's just laid out there that, this person is nearly completely delusional,
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I think that would be my final thought. I think I would piggyback off of that. I think what I enjoyed the most about it was the deep and obvious and frank honesty that they all had with each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I love the idea of a misfit gaggle of travelers together.
Yeah.
right? It wasn't a perfect hero arc.
Yeah.
It was a flawed group.
Yeah.
But within those flaws was redemption.
For some.
For some.
For some.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I think,
but
I think for them it's all in the journey as well. I think they need each other.
I feel like
they need each other.
I feel like this is one of those very rare moments, Stephen. Very rare.
Mm-hmm.
Mark the calendar. I think I disagree. Because I feel like...
Because you shaved your beard.
Because I shaved my beard. That's what it is. And now I'm evil Mark. You know, like from the on Star Trek from the Mirror Universe, right?
Well, the wisdom.
You know, evil Spock wears a goatee. Evil Mark doesn't wear his goatee.
That's right.
That's how it goes. I feel like, considering the way that it ends, that we don't get redemption. That we get a start to redemption.
Maybe we get a little bit of grace at the end.
A little bit of grace.
Maybe we get a little bit of grace.
Maybe a stepping stone toward redemption.
Yeah. I don't think that's a bad point. But I think that they come to need each other.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
I think
they become a family by the end.
And I think there's a redemptive quality in that.
Sure.
At least for them personally.
Sure.
Right?
Yes.
Who each before that didn't have that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
How about on the bourbon? Final thoughts on the bourbon.
I enjoyed the bourbon.
I did enjoy the bourbon.
I thought the bourbon was lovely, and
kudos to Geneva Lakes Distilling on a very nice pour for us.
Absolutely. I think I like it more neat than on the rocks, and I think also that it would be fantastic in a cocktail.
We'll have to do another cocktail show.
We should.
And feature their bourbon as the cocktail mixer.
Yes.
The cocktail base.
Cocktail base.
Indeed. So thank you, Geneva Lakes Distilling, and I enjoyed the pour. This was a great bourbon, and I appreciate Doug and Kathy. Is that what it was?
Doug and Kathy.
Yes, thank you, Doug and Kathy, for a great pour here. And hopefully, we will, see you again, or maybe even be able to kind of maybe do a little. We keep talking about interviewing distillers, but we haven't done that yet.
Right, we'd love to interview a distiller.
We got to get that. We got to get that on our calendar.
We should do a field trip, maybe.
Yeah,
you know,
that would be an easy one to go to.
Yeah, I mean it's 45 minutes away.
That's right.
That's
right.
simple.
That's right. Make sure you listen to us on all of the platforms where you find your favorite podcasts, and while you're at it, please leave us a review or some stars or some smiley faces or whatever you got. We love to share with you what we're reading, what we're drinking, and why it brings us joy.
Indeed.
And as we close out here now, season 5 with some of these episodes, and look forward to doing some recording over the winter break.
Closing out season 5.
Going into season 6.
Good God.
It's been fun.
It has been fun. I mean,
check us out on social media. We're on Twitter. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook.
We're on everything. We're on everything. We're everywhere. We're being beamed directly into your brains and your homes while you're sleeping. That's right.
We are even on that golden disc that is hurtling out into space Voyager 1.
That's right.
Don't ask me how, but
prescient Carl Sagan.
We are now beyond the
reached
heliosphere.
Into the future and put us on the gold record.
We're on the way to the Oort cloud.
That's right. We have gone through the heliopause, and we are now in deep space.
That's right.
Hurtling through the cosmos among billions and billions of stars.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Elvis.
I went from Carl Sagan to Elvis.
Elvis, right away.
That's right.
We appreciate your support. Please continue to do so. And remember, everybody, whether you're in the holy city or not, if you're not listening to Beards, Books, and Bourbon,
I don't think I can go to the holy city.
We probably can't go there anymore.
No, I think it's like Rhode Island. I'm banned.
But anyway,
you're doing it wrong. Like Mark in the holy city.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.